We think the editing of the video is done really well and makes the video look really professional. We think the message behind the video is really effective and is presented really well and is conveyed really well to the audience. We think that the message of the video is really powerful and really important and is presented really well.
To improve, another example of someone else who has OCD could be added to show the different perspectives and how it affects multiple people.
I didn't really know quite what to expect because the subject matter is very alien to me. But I have to say I was very moved by what these young people go through. With these things going round and round in our head, I found it very moving. And I also, from, if you like, the negative side, would have got more out of the film if they had talked less fast. I know it is the way all young people nowadays talk, very, very quickly, and I always find it difficult in general conversation. But it would have helped more if she had talked a little slower when she was actually filming. And I think that's really my summation of what I feel.
Hello. What did I like about this splendid film in particular? Well, I thought the very creative camera angles were very good. I enjoyed the treatment of what is a serious subject matter with real life, day-to-day challenges, which on the face of it are very normal, but cause so much of a problem to the mind, such as laying out your pencils on the desk, closing a car door. I thought the anguished expressions depicted inner turmoil, very ably indeed for all the actors in the film. And I thought what was really effective was the frenzied repetition techniques. They portrayed a real sense of loss of control, turning on and off of the tap, going back to the table and the banging of the salt and pepper, really strong. What didn't I like? I didn't like the fact that I look so old, and I didn't particularly enjoy the fact that my lovely wife came across so aggressively, so easily and naturally. As for the black screen scene changes, I didn't think I'd like them to begin with, but actually I quite liked their abruptness, and I thought it was in keeping with the rest of the film. All told, very clever. Well done.
We really liked the variety of camera angles in the short film and the intensity that was throughout the project.
But we thought that it could be highlighted a bit more about why she was having the OCD thoughts and maybe a little introduction as to what OCD is.
I thought this film was really moving. You don't often get inside the brain of somebody with OCD. You don't really know what's going on in there. You sometimes see from the outside that things might not be quite right, but to actually hear those voiceovers saying the same things, Dad's ill, Dad's safe, over and over, I thought it was really, really effective. I think the way that it was all sped up and the image was repeated over and over brought it to a very good climax. But I also found that the positive final message gave it a good balance. The fact that you can perhaps live with this problem, even if you can't actually overcome it completely. I thought that was a very uplifting message. Loved the symbol of the oyster and made it quite poetic. The only negative I would say was the noise level in the car scene, but that's a tiny negative point. I thought overall the film was fantastic. Well done.
Yes, I'd like to start a criticism with the positive, but I think I need to start with the negative and explain why afterwards. I found the sound very difficult to hear. I think another time you need to spend more time in getting the sound levels correct and above the other noises of the film. In one or two places the music was louder than the speech. The speech also is very quickly done and normally done, and I do feel that in a film of this sort it has to be said more slowly than would be natural so that the viewers can keep up with what is being said. So I'm afraid I'm being very critical on the sound, but then I am deaf and have been deaf for a long time, and I find it very difficult to cope with voices at any speed. Later on, after we'd watched the film a couple of times, some of the words that were spoken were told to me, and I know I was able to understand and to be honest, quite amazed at how they are able to look back on what they say and have to say when they are being obsessively possessed, and can record it and play it on a film so that we can actually see what they're going through. And that is very impressive. Altogether, very imaginative, well done, but as I say, the sound needs more attention.